Imagine if you and 50 people who had never met followed them for a week and asked tough questions.
How did you feel? That I was not good enough for my family?
I've been close to throwing in the towel. I'm just like, what am I doing?
And got to the heart of the problem. Would you make the right decision for them?
So that's a stupid idea.
I believe you that. If that window closes, will she regret it?
And why should we deprive her of that? This week, we meet a woman debating a childless future.
What do you think having a baby will bring to you?
The happiness.
Can the audience come to consensus and change the course of her life?
You came to us with a dilemma.
After much deliberation, we have your verdict.
Oh my goodness, how's that for a cliffhanger? Kathy Cocard is here, as is Justin McNabb, and Kathy, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
Kathy is in the show called The Audience, and you are the center person. You've got a life decision to make, and Jordan is one of 50 people, audience members, hence the name The Audience, who get to decide.
Yeah.
Why would you do something like this?
Well, it was one of those things. It was a time in my life where the opportunity came about, and it'd been a sort of a dilemma or decision that I'd been working on for quite a while or trying to work through, and I sort of decided to seize the moment and go ahead and have 50 people follow me around.
So, yeah, so what is the deal here? So you and 49 other people that you probably have never met before,
Yep.
just basically invade this woman's space.
Basically follow her around for a whole week.
You guys went to her yoga class.
Yeah.
With yoga, with her house.
Yeah, you're trying to do the downward dog.
Good walkings.
It wasn't too awkward.
But yeah, they followed me around. Like, they were in my tiny little apartment.
All of them at once?
Yeah. Manicure,
Did you have
pedicure.
to make like snacks and stuff?
I did. Yeah. So, but it was again, 50 strangers following me around, basically helping me out.
It was crazy.
I bet. Jordan, why would you do something like this?
Well, I'm kind of a sucker for TV, and I like helping people. So when I got the call from Force 4, they were asked me to be a part of it. And after you hear the concept, you're like, done. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds awesome.
It was very emotional.
Yes.
It
Was it a
was.
very emotional week?
I tell people basically it was like a year's worth of therapy, like intense therapy in a week.
Yeah.
Lots of crying.
I hope they don't have that shot of us crying.
Yeah.
You definitely get crying.
I was a bit of a hot mess on the last day.
But not to give it away, during the course of the filming, did you begin to hate some of the people in the 50?
You know what? I saw them as a collective whole. A collective...
Not individuals.
Exactly. So there were certain faces that I would go to and, when I was kind of uncomfortable or whatever, like that were comfortable faces, but I never really had that interaction. So I'm sure the behind-the-scenes stuff that you're going to see on the show...
So you would never sit down individually? Or
No.
little groups of them? You guys always had to be 50?
Yeah, I had to deal with the 50 people all day long.
Well, I will say, when you guys were sitting down putting on mics and I was watching from across the set, you look like you're friends now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the experience, hanging out with 50 people for a week and following her around for a week, we became pretty tight.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big decision for her to make, so it was emotional. So
Yeah.
we
Are we
kind of...
allowed to say what the decision was you were working on?
No.
No. Oh,
Tune in.
Okay.
July 16th.
Interesting.
So it took 1 week?
1 week, yeah.
Oh, that's it, okay.
Yeah.
And then when the verdict there, the young man saying we've reached a verdict.
Yeah.
What did you do when they said what their verdict was?
When you're talking about real reality TV, when I was waiting for the verdict, I was just a bundle of nerves and just scared and upset, and it was just a crazy experience. But when we read the verdict, it was actually not really what I expected, and we just unleashed a lot of tears.
Okay. And did you have to sign anything that said you would follow the verdict for a period of time, or you would, their decision was binding in it?
Yeah, could you just say, I'm sorry.
I jumped in feet first, and I really went with. I wanted to go with what they suggested. That said, you have to tune in to see kind of what it is that they decided. Or I decided to do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I was asking very crassly if they were paid.
Well, I should hope so.
There was some
It's a
small.
TV
It's
show.
local TV.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of money. So it isn't a money-making venture, really.
That's not what it was about, really.
Yeah.
It's about helping somebody, and we just have to watch the show, but it's intense, and we actually did help her.
Now, would you be in another group of 50?
Yeah, I
Someone
did
else?
4 episodes, so there were 6, so I did 4 of them, and got a every time it was an emotional roller coaster for a week long.
So each episode's a different subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
But
a
the
different
50
life.
is always the same.
Yeah, but it kind of mixes and matches. Everybody has different schedules, so it's hard to get 50 people to commit to that.
For a whole week.
Yeah, so I could only.
You're like that guy who was on Survivor 5 times. You did.
Oh, it's one show.
You did 4 different episodes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people did all 7,
Yeah.
so I just couldn't commit to that. So yeah.
Were there any professional counselors there to guide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were offered that. So post
Did
show,
I mock?
No. Force is a pretty solid production company. They had it dialed, so
Yeah.
Perfect.
yeah, it was awesome.
All right, well, I don't think we've left anything a mystery as much as we've left this a mystery. So now we all have to tune in. It's called The Audience. The premiere show is July 16th, 10 o'clock on the W Network, and it is featuring Kathy Cochard's life-changing question and Justin and his 49 friends answer.
Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. you must look like Justin Bieber or some Justin.
Oh, Vern, I heard this out for So we won't get 50 people that help you through there.
My apologies.
So, okay.
Sorry, Jordan McNabb. Sonia Beeksma. Have you met Jordan McNabb?
I have now. Don't forget that one wrong. Thanks so much, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. A terrific day we're in for.